Hello, fellow tappers. It's ElloArfur here, and today we're coming back to start the Simpsons tapped out again for the third time. I mean, it just sounds mental, but I suppose other people have alt accounts as well. So yes, we're gonna get straight into it. I've made an EA account, as all of you should do when you start the game, as then you can play on all your devices and get your progress saved. Because obviously, if you play anonymously, then who knows, you may lose your progress. So let's get going then. Here we go. Let's jump into it. And yes, I will explain everything we're doing once we're in. But yeah, we've got to see the let's get the volume right. Anticipating the intro scene.
This happy little elf game is so stupid. You tap and wait and tap and wait. And for what? So your pretend town can have more pretend flowers than your pretend friends? What a colossal waste of time. Hey, what if I buy a bushel barrel full of elf berries? That should speed things up. I spent $1,000? Oh well, I'll just tell them that my kid did that. Uh-oh.
So, wow, what a cutscene. I mean, yeah, brings back so many memories really, playing the game. So yes, right, before we get into it, I'm going to be saying why we're here again. And so obviously, with the many years of experience, I mean, I started playing in, when was it? I think it was 2018 when I actually started playing, started uploading. Oh no, 2020 I started uploading. Still, I've been around the game a little while, and now I've got all the sort of the game advice and the experience of playing the game that I've had for 5 years. And so really, this series is going to help people, the new people who wanted to see this, basically progress as quickly as possible. Because you might want to get involved in sort of the events, or and so you can basically earn all of the event currency in the event. So that really, you're going to want to get your town developed as soon as possible. I'm going to be helping with that, and also everything from character tasks and then donuts, what to spend your donuts on. It's all going to be here on this series, and also we're going to hopefully get some good town designs going too. So yes, let's get into it, everyone. So, hello, anybody here? Huh? I guess it's true what they say about atomic blasts. The safest place to be is ground zero. I wonder where my loving family is. And Bart. Whoa. If there's one thing I've learned, it's when you open books, bad things happen. Awesome.
Task book opened?
Build the Simpsons house square 1. Love it. See? Now I have to work. Never open a book. There we go. Simpsons house. The shaded box looks like a nice place to build a house, which is lucky, because it's the only place they'll let you build it. There we go. I'm not going to be restricted like this much longer.
Heads up! Taboo! Hey, it's what's-her-face!
Namaste. By which I mean, thanks for finding me. So we've got Lisa. Awesome. Right. Let's grab one. Lisa, thank God you're here to guide me through this tutorial. What happened? Difficult to say, sweetie. The town blew up, I built our house, and you showed up. All we know for sure is, I'm completely blameless. If we keep building things, Mum and Bart will show up too. I'm sure they will. This thing would be way too sad if they didn't. Then let's do it. But first, we should clean this place up a bit. You're joking, right? Level 2. Awesome. It came to clean up Springfield.
Oh, work! I thought
go.
this was a game!
And I think there's a 1 in 40 chance we get a donut. But obviously, this, we will get a donut first time, I believe.
Woo! Quitting time!
Oh no. Cleaning? Really? I can't believe that's what passes for fun in games these days. It's tedious, I know. That's why I want to do some too. Make Lisa clean up Springfield. And yeah, it's obviously worth doing, as you get cash and you get donuts for 6 seconds. It's not bad, unless you obviously want to keep the debris for designs.
Premium currency.
There we go. Hey, I found a donut. It looks like one of the donuts from the break room. It must have been irradiated when the plant blew up. Now it has the power to locally speed up time, as well as to buy things for some reason. Oh, that's why how donuts can speed up tasks. God, I was wondering that. There we go. Since we're the only ones here, it's up to us to rebuild Springfield. Or we could just move to Miami. Think about it. Flamingos, palm trees, t-shirts that say Miami on them. It'll be easy. Or at least, that's what I'm telling you, to get you to do it. We'll start with our own street. Build the Evergreen Terrace. There we go. We built a road. I feel like Robert Moses in that giant book that took me 2 years to read. New Evergreen Terrace Part 1.
What?
Like every great architect before me, I just can't architect without a steady supply of salty, fatty, snacky foods. We need to build the Quickie Mart next. But Dad, the Quickie Mart doesn't belong on Evergreen Terrace. The layout of Springfield changes a lot. One time our house was next to a prison, so I could make a joke about how we lived next to a prison. Then 5 minutes later, no more prison. Weird, huh? Build the Quickie Mart. Here we go. And yeah, we'll be able to move it soon. 4 hours to build the Quickie Mart when it only took seconds to build my house. Stupid contractors. Why don't you use that donut we found to speed things up? And now, I think technically you could wait the 4 hours, but, well, it won't let me. However, you could probably go off the game if you're really that bothered about saving the donut. I mean, by the way, you should never spend donuts on speeding up tasks. It is not worth it unless you are rich in donuts and you want to, you know, go through the event. You could probably technically wait the 4 hours here, but obviously it doesn't give you an option to sort of back out. As I can't press the back button, but you could probably exit the game, wait the 4 hours. But I think as part of completing the quest, I feel like you have to do it. But I don't know.
Heads up!
Might be worth a try if you're starting.
So that's where buildings come
from. Thank you. Come again, Apu. There we go. Lovely. Level 3. Welcome to the Quickie Mart's grand reopening sale. Every expiration date is 50% off, and all nutritional information has been removed for your ignorance. Out of my way, it's snack time. There we go. Gloven, I come from an alternate Springfield in a parallel universe. Well, you should hurry back there, and let the good people of alternate Springfield know that alternate Homer is fixing to blow them up for good. Too late, you multi-dimensional train wreck. On the upside, these explosions have kaboolied the very fabric of space-time, making travel between Springfields possible. There we go. But that doesn't make any sense. Don't think about it too closely. Just accept it and keep playing. There we go. Like so many things in life, we are forced to comply. Awesome. Right. Other Springfield. And obviously you can add friends. And if you want to get friends, go check out the Simpsons Tap Tap Lounge Discord server. You can get hundreds of friends instantly. I will do that on this town. And yeah, you get all the friend prizes as it will show us. Welcome to Springfield Prime. As you can see, our city is vastly more advanced than your own. Wow, I'd spend any amount of money, real, actual money, to have a town like this. Every day you can interact with 3 different buildings in each other Springfield you visit. And there is a chance to get a donut once you get to the match friendship level for each friendship interaction. But it's very slim. But hey, if you're desperate for donuts, then that's it. Moivin, I see you've found my newest invention, the Frink Point. You'll get 1 every time you interact with something in other Springfields, with the tapping and the reading and the waiting too long for loading. What's in it for me? I'm glad you asked, my good man. Science has learned that interacting with other humans improves your quality of life. It may, in fact, extend your life. That's nice, but I'd really rather get some kind of imaginary prize or doodad for doing stuff. Doodads? Always with the doodads. Actually, they're called Frink Points. Frink. Sometimes people mishear me because of my Hoyven accent. Actually, friend points has a nice ring to it. Let's call it that. But I'm the inventor, and you're just some guy. So I think we both know who gets to name the friend points. Collect friend points today. It's not Frink points. I will call them that from now on, though. There we go. Back home. Very hot where I am. We should visit other Springfields every day. It could help us rebuild our own Springfield, and it's a great exercise. There we go. The others. Welcome to EA. So that's for getting your EA account. And it's worth it because you obviously get more donuts for adding friends as well. There'll be more quests. Exercise, but all I want is more donuts. We could win some with a mystery box by spending donuts. Donuts, mystery box, donuts, mystery box. Mystery box. Get a mystery box, the box. And by the way, the first thing you get, obviously, well, it has to be this for this quest, but I will come on to why you don't want to spend all your donuts you get on this. Woohoo! Spend 6 donuts to get 30. What a deal. And by the way, I've done a guide on the mystery box that basically goes through the probabilities of getting certain prizes. And I mean, it's pretty good, but it's not as effective as the Yearbook mystery box. But you can go and check out the getting hundreds of mystery boxes in action in the Ultimate Tips and Tricks playlist. It might just be beginner's luck. The only way to find out is to buy 100 more of these boxes.
Marge?
Quickie Mart, the one place where I can get a hot dog. Happy puts no meat in them at all. Haha, of course not. If we were willing to drive an extra couple of blocks to the supermarket, we could have real food at reasonable prices. But we aren't. And never will be. Send Lisa to shop at the Quickie Mart. Soylent Bean. Oh no, you're not spending a full hour there. You're not done helping me through this tutorial. And once again, you could probably wait the hour. And as you can see, it is counting down. So you probably could, but I'm not going to. Because we've got to get through the content.
Wow.
But yeah, just to say, I'm not planning to spend any money on this account. It's obviously, not everybody can spend money. And as I say, the only thing we're spending money on in the game is God. Because he's just insane. But yes, I'll be spending no money and I won't be hacking on this account at all or using any mods to get anything. So yes, it'll be all grinding.
Hey, what the?
3 robbery attempts today, all botched. Time to give thanks. Make Apu pray to Ganesh. Thank Ganesh.
All right.
We're running a little low on cash here. Got any ideas? We found some cleaning up. Maybe we should look for more. You mean work for our money? Whose daughter are you? Seriously. We could find some more donuts. Oh, here we go, working hard. This could get exciting.
Shooter game.
Great.
Because we could find some more donuts. And the probability is 1 in 20. And so that means 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got probably less than half a chance we'll get a donut. But let's continue with the quest. And whilst we wait, Homer. Oh, he stopped. Damn. It's kind of lonely around here. We should rebuild one of our neighbours' houses. The sooner I get neighbours, the sooner I can borrow their stuff and never return it. Build the brown house. There we go.
Wow.
And approach Ganesh.
Welcome, steady customer.
A job mediocrely done. Huh? Oh!
We're going to get a donut. Here's the big question.
Heads up! So that's where buildings come from.
New Evergreen Terrace, Part 2. And I think they must have to finish their quest so we can get there.
Hey,
Bubble.
everybody.
Maybe you should... yes. Let's see. No donut. Damn.
What?
We've lived next to that brown house for years, and I've never seen anyone go in or out. I guess the owner is away a lot. Here we go. The classic moment. It's nicely furnished. Very tasteful. Get away from their window, Dad. Lisa, look. They have 3D TV, and the glasses, they're just my size. It must be a sign. You're not going to break into our neighbour's home to watch TV, are you? Of course not. I would hope you'd know me better than that. Make Homer break into the brown house and watch TV.
Hey!
3 minutes.
Well, it's better than my normal job.
And then, yeah, well, we've got things to do whilst we wait. So here we go. Evergreen Terrace is starting to take shape. Now we need to build the Flanders house. Okay. Let's start by looking for the spot on the map furthest from any place I'd ever want to go. But Dad, Mr. Flanders is our neighbour, so we'll have to move the Quickie Mart somewhere first. Oh, okay. But I better get an achievement for this. Let's move the Quickie Mart. There we go. And the Flanders house. Let's have a little gap, I think. But we will. By the way, we're going to make this Springfield very, very different to an ordinary Springfield. This is certainly not going to be the layout we're going to stick with once we have access to land. So yes, as we progress, we'll come up with some exciting stuff. We've got to decrease the carbon footprint of our city. If you're asking me to turn the lights off when I leave the house, forget it. Actually, I was thinking we should plant some trees. The inconvenient truth is this place looks boring. Plant trees. Well, I suppose for now. There we are. Remember kids, if you don't help the environment, you don't get to feel smug about it. Look, we've increased our tree hugging rating. Level 5. There we go. And yeah, obviously you do get a slight bonus for having half a star. For each half a star you get 0.5, so you can get a maximum percentage boost of 5%, but at a low level it's not really something you should be worrying about. It makes very little difference. You can tap a rating to find out how to improve it. We should spend some donuts on a very special decoration. Keep your vanity rating high is what Jeebus would do. Jeebus. Don't even know who Jeebus is. Maybe he means Jesus. Some decorations that cost donuts increase how much money we earn from jobs and buildings. Yeah, that was... By the way, you shouldn't buy any decorations like that at low level. The best way to get a high money and XP percentage boost, I've got a video on the best prizes in the Yearbook mystery box to do that. And so really, you don't want to be getting loads of hammocks. It's a really inefficient way to get your boost up basically, and it's only giving you a 0.25% boost for all the donuts we spent on it. I mean, and the stuff in the Yearbook and the beach hideaways, they can give 10% plus money and XP percentage boost for 30 donuts, and with the beach hideaways you get 20% with all the pieces. So yeah, definitely worth not taking that approach.
So that's where buildings come from.
Too, pal.
Hi diddly-o, player Reno. Ned. Hi diddly-ho, neighbourinos. Stupid Flanders getting into the game so early. Right.
A job mediocrely done.
If I'm going to be a great saxophonist, I need a larger community to ignore and misunderstand me. Buy a land expansion to increase the size of your Springfield. There we go. You don't actually have to go in there. Congratulations, you completed the tutorial. The halcyon days of us showing you what to tap are over. Woohoo! 60 donuts, property values. Awesome. Woohoo! What's next? I'm afraid the rest of Springfield is still lost in the outer space time warp continuum. You'll have to wait for it to recombobulate to continue. How long will that take? According to my calculations now, or a little longer if the rest of the game needs to download. No, but we've downloaded it, of course, because we've played it for hundreds of hours already. If you take them back to the start screen and briefly, they can continue playing. And yeah, so we'll just head straight back in. And obviously at the moment, we are not able to play the update, which is annoying. And so yeah, that's partly, this is going to be the same situation that a lot of other people are in, where they really want to play the event, but they're just not a high enough level to do it. And also, I'll just give some event tips. So when you do first unlock the event, you're not going to have all the characters ready to participate in it. So instead of focusing yourself on doing the event itself. Instead, you should focus on getting more and more characters, so that you're going to be able to really properly be able to participate in the event much sooner by buying more characters, so you can actually collect the currency required to unlock the prizes. So here we go then. Let's get into it. We should find another Springfield to visit. And the more friends we have, the more money we get from the daily bonus. Add friends, and I will add friends. I'll just actually, as we play, I will get people to add me. Yes, so do that.
Now, what can I ding-dong diddly do for you?
More than one Springfield? That's like saying there's more than one God. And that's Apu talk. Condemned science.
Now, what can I ding-dong diddly do for you? No!
There we go. Right, let's just pop it in. The friend zone in the Simpsons Tap That Lounge.
What?
Bzzzt, bzzzt. What's that? It's your MyPad. Are you still playing that stupid game after everything that's happened? Of course not. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some pretend crops to pretend harvest. Make Homer play with his MyPad. There we go. Just give me a second. Now, I can't actually remember the actual name of this town. So, we're just going to have to go back in. Oh, that's not quite what I was hoping. I was hoping it would be a little smoother than that. Right, we'll just head back in. There we go. Yeah, just want to make sure I can get the friend quest done. There we go. It's a capital A, L, and T. Awesome. Right. So we'll be able to get the friends coming in now.
My name's
There
Ned
we go.
Flanders.
Mr. Flanders, aren't we supposed to be hospitable to strangers? By golly, Lisa, you're right. Perhaps a power walk will calm my nerves. I need to get Prefontaine in the membrane. You got a job for Ned. Send him for a power walk. Awesome. We don't actually have to do it, which is cool, because that takes 4 hours. Play with this MyPad.
Oh, it's better than my normal job.
And hopefully we'll have some requests coming in now. I'm going to read this book about famous jazz musicians. Outside. You should come with me, Dad. I'd love to enjoy some nature, but there's nowhere to sit. Maybe I'll stay inside and watch the game. Getting benched. Place a bench and make Lisa read a book. Right, we'll just pop it here for now. A bench. Thanks, sweetie. But Daddy is kind of into the game now, and if Daddy doesn't yell at the TV, Daddy is worried that the stupid referee won't know what a stupid jerk he is. Awesome. Make Lisa read a book.
Great.
There we go.
Woo! Quitting time!
Order, order. I bring this town hall meeting to order. Something strange has come to our town, and it's not March Madness because we eradicated that years ago. What we're going to have is a series of I don't want to say biblical plagues, but I'm going to. It's global warming. We drove the Earth to its limits, and now we must pay, but we can stop it. No one likes to hear about global warming, so let's put our heads together and find something else to blame. Isn't it obvious? We know exactly who to blame diddly am. Oh no, dear Lord, why do I even bother leaving my trains? I think this is the event. Get to the point. Oh no. Make Ned run about fire and brimstone. That does take 4 hours.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Town portrait. There we go. Just takes a massive picture of your town, and it's been pretty low res, to be honest. So, not the best. We have incurred God's rather just wrath, because none of you were willing to spend 1 hour in church 1 day a week. But you'd all rather sit around in front of your TV getting fat than visit our Lord on a Sunday. You've seen how you pushed him aside in favour of all your vices, and now he's sent a plague to teach us. We must show him we got the message loud and clear by erecting a monument to him on the front steps of the courthouse. The 10 Commandments erected in solid gold ought to do nicely. Gold ought to do nicely. Yes, sir. Empty out your pockets and let's start the collection. Quest badges.
All
There we
right.
go, the book. That book had a lot of interesting tips in it. I should practice. Yep, we can send Lisa to a saxophone. Awesome. And yeah, probably got some friends coming. I'm hoping. Let's have a look. Yay, there we go, we've got one. So we're probably going to be able to get a donut. I got a friend. Dear diary, today was amazing. There we go. Got extra donuts. I'm depressed. I can't even do things I normally love, like homework. Is this about not getting that thing you wanted for your birthday? No, it's way bigger than that. This is about climate change and wealth inequality and voting rights and why didn't you get me the Malibu Stacy Hollywood Beach House? You already have the Malibu Stacy Beach House and the Hollywood Penthouse. What does Hollywood Beach even mean? It's a place in Oxnard. It's where people in Los Angeles go to get away from all the good restaurants and culture. I'm sorry, sweetie, but life is full of disappointments. You have to find coping mechanisms. Like how Dad drinks or how Bart always gets into fights. That's why they do those things? Actually, I was thinking of my Shattered Dreams mystery box. The one I keep in the disappointment closet of the failure room in the regret wing of our house. All those things that represent life's letdowns, you shut away in a box where they can't hurt you. Until you pull them out to look at them, or show them to your daughter, or move them to the re-glued together dreams box if things have improved. I like that. Maybe I'll start a Shattered Dreams mystery box of my own and get it out occasionally to reminisce. Not too much. You don't want to confront missed opportunities too often. I was thinking, like once per event. That's perfect. Here we go. So that's obviously introducing the box. Which can we access? No, we can't, which is annoying. Damn. But there we go. Right, let's move on.
Huh?
I need a break. And to go pee. How about building a... Oh yes, the kiddle pool. How about building a swimming pool and killing 2 birds with 1 stone? Dirty Homer, honestly. Let's put it there. Well, actually, that'll look weird. There we are. Down to the pool.
Hey, what the?
The food in this store is even more expired than normal. I need a new supplier. Perhaps someone with access to roadkill. Build Cletus's farm. Awesome. So yeah, we're obviously getting straight to it. 5 minutes that'll take.
Clean up in all the aisles.
Mr. Simpson, I believe I can help reconstruct Springfield. Quickie Mart is now offering scratch jars for the low, low price of 250 money. You have a chance to win 10,000 money. Isn't that gambling? Nonsense, Lisa. You can't lose in a social game. And you really can't, by the way, because you're definitely always going to be winning something, look, because even when you get a bomb, you're going to be winning the money. £100. So there you go.
Hey,
And
everybody.
whilst we're waiting, might as well do this.
What? Oh, work!
Clean
I
up
thought
in
this
all
was a
the aisles.
game!
What is this? The Quickie Mart is not supposed to have a lawn. Where's the comforting pavement? Right, so we've got to place the pavement. Which I'll just probably... That doesn't look nice, so I'll just do it like this. There we go. Paved paradise. This town is too crowded, and it's impossible to find anyone I'm looking for. Yeah, well, I don't think anyone in their darkest nightmare envisioned Tapped Out lasting this long. Fine, but this is our reality now, however unpleasant. Hey, EA, you listening? Tell your best nerds to get working on it. Typety type.
Almost, I'm on my way. What the? I wish this was a shooter game.
And I mean, yeah, Tapped Out
Clean up
really
in all the aisles.
has lasted a long time, to be honest. It really has. And so, yeah, we're going to see if we can find another donut, which you might not be able to. And I will announce that we are not, in this video, going to be opening up the Yearbook mystery box, as we've got Cletus to see. But, yeah, we will get him soon. Oh no, sorry, we're going to get Cletus soon.
Hey, everybody.
And we're going to open the Yearbook mystery box 3 times, but really, I want to be guaranteed to get a character, because I always bang on at you guys for being guaranteed to get a character from the Yearbook mystery box, and that's what I'm going to do with this Let's Play series, because I didn't do it on the last one, and 3 characters for 90 donuts is brilliant. We certainly do need that. So yeah, we're able to unlock the land. Starting to get more expensive, a lot more expensive very quickly.
Almost, I'm on my way. Hey, I'll work.
And yeah, in terms of character jobs then, let's go to Apu. And so really, when I'm starting the game, we're going to be wanting to stick to the 4-hour and 12-hour quests. Or if you really, once you're leveling up at an early stage and you're really, really interested in the game, then you can probably do hourly quests. So you can send Homer to the Quickie Mart. Yeah, they can send them to shop at the Quickie Mart, and Apu can do. He can't. So not all characters are going to have access to all the quests. But if you focus on the quests that you know you can. Oh, there we go. Nice. We got lucky. Yeah, if you know you're going to be able to log on once an hour when you're starting the game, perhaps as you're really interested, then set timers on it on the hour and do it. And also, by the way, if you're really, really interested in sort of getting your cash up so that you can level up and then you're able to unlock all the new characters as you level up immediately, then I would highly recommend getting the brown houses at an early stage. So really, you can get up to, I'd say 8 or 9 is probably good. You don't want to go over that, because really they're no use to you once you're sort of past level 20 or 30, to be honest. But they do obviously earn 6 cash every 5 minutes. And so if you keep on every 5 minutes, then yeah, you'll be able to get some a good amount of cash from them. So that's worth doing. So right, let's get back to Cletus. Let's see what he has to say, and then that is going to be the end of this video. Yeah, because I suppose that's just setting things up nicely and giving a few tips in there as well. Awesome.
So that's where buildings come from. Springfield without insert name here.
Much obliged. Person with a magic glow screen. Awesome. Slack George Yokel. Genius. Now, local hillbilly, would you kindly grow me some tobacco? Beg pardon? Make up some of them dear tomatoes. What goes to Becky and what grows from the ground? Why didn't you say so? Here we go. Plant tobacco. We're being forced to do it. It's probably now you do have to log on sort of quite soon after you've actually planted the crop time for, so in 30 minutes time I won't be able to really wait much longer after it's finished planting to be able to collect it, so it'll probably spoil by the time I come back on. But hey, let's go into the other quests. Reckon I could use this time to whittle up a toy for my newborn. Maybe a nice pointy stick for poking the other kids. All the latest studies say babies learn about their world by poking it. Make Cletus whittle.
Huh?
There we go. And Apu. Manjula is away at a Hindu wedding / funeral / thing where you ride an elephant around. How will I feed the children? Make Apu feed the octopus.
Whoa.
So it turns out that I am going to be having to come back in an hour. So I'm going to set them off on their tasks.
Job.
And I'll come back in an hour. But yes, it has been real, everyone. It's great to be starting Tapped Out again, and I hope you found this video useful for all the advice that I've been able to give you. And do leave any comments, about how your experience with Tapped Out is going. If you just started the game, let me know. And also, if you want to friend me, any new towns particularly, I'm interested in friending, not the high level towns on this one. But yeah, if your town's level, say 50 or below, friend me with the code ElloArfurAlt. But honestly, if your town's over level 50 at the moment, I'll probably just decline it, because really, this series is kind of about, obviously this is alongside my main part of my content, but it's about basically growing together with new players. So there we go. So that's sadly going to bring me to the end of this video for today. But stick around. We've got a designs competition in the mix, which is a residential area designs competition that's going on in the Simpsons Tapped Out Lounge Discord server. We can earn loads of donut prizes. So yes, do get involved with that. The link to the Discord server is in the description box below. Also stick around. We're going to be definitely doing another video on this, probably tomorrow, to be honest. And yeah, we're coming back swiftly for part 2. And then, obviously, for event mystery box openings for the current golf update, we're doing those as well. So yes, lots of things to look forward to. So yes, I'm going to go now. But yeah, I will see you soon for more content on starting the town. And yes, so it's a goodbye from me. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. And good